Hello, children. Today we are going to see the poem Childhood written by Markus Natten. As the title itself signifies, childhood is all about innocence. We all can tell that a child is full of innocence. What do you mean by innocence? When did we lose our innocence? So, this poem is all about that, and we cannot come out with answers for the question when did my childhood go? There is no answer for it. There is no any pinpoint particular answer for it, but we can make assumptions. So here are some assumptions made by the poet for two questions. What are the questions? When did my childhood go? Where did my childhood go? For these two questions, as I just told you, it is not easy to answer. You may even feel that these questions are weird. We cannot find right or particular answer for it. There is no any objective answer for it, but we can make some assumptions. So here are the assumptions. When did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? So the poet tells that the day I became 12, I was no more 11. So was that the day I lost my innocence and childhood? Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography and therefore could not be? Was that the day? The poet tells that he identified that hell and heaven are unreal because they are neither found on atlas nor on maps. So, geographically, they are not proved. So, they are not real. So, when he found this, was that the day he lost his innocence and childhood? Second stanza, it is about adulthood and hypocrisy. When did my childhood go? Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seemed to be? So he lost his innocence. Was that the day when he found that adults are hypocrites? They tell something, but they do something. They preach which they themselves don't follow. So he identified that adults are hypocrites. So was that the day he lost his innocence? They talked of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? So we can easily find we're all pretentious. We advise, for example, adult, being an adult, I advise a child, telling that you should be loving, considerate, affectionate, you should be full of compassion, you should not be rude. But what happens, children? We ourselves at times are not loving, we are not considerate, at times we are very rude also. So, what happens here? We preach something, but we don't follow that. So, we are all hypocrites. So, the child understands this, and that's a transformation in it. So, was that the day the child loses its childhood? So, here also one more assumption. So, third stanza, when did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine to use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not those of other people but my own and mine alone? Was that the day? Children, here the child finds that it has got its own mind. It is one more assumption, but it's really a nice kind of assumption, nice kind of an idea put by the poet over here. So when we find that, you, me, everyone, when we find that we have got our own mind with which we can think and make, we can come out with ideas, make our own decisions. So was that the day we lost our innocence? Was that the day we lost our innocence? The question posed by the poet is this. Here he tells that we all were innocent. We, you, me, every one of us was innocent. But what happens? One day we come to know that we have got a mind which we can use. It's ours. It is ours only. It all belongs to us. And we start to think with our own mind. We make decision on our own. We are no more dependent. So that day we lose our innocence. Right. So here the poet makes one more assumptions. Was that the day he lost his innocence when he found that he has got a mind and he can use that for himself and make all the decision. Right. The second question is, where did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place that's hidden in an infant's face. That's all I know. So for this question, he tells that the innocence, the child was gone somewhere which is forgotten, and he gives a clue also. He tells that it is hidden in infant's face, small child's face. Right? So when you see a small child, the face is full of innocence. So that is where our innocence has gone to. So really a nice poem, and it's very easy poem also. Anyone can read and understand. Please read the text for better comprehension. Thank you.